It's about to get cold in Texas. Here's a couple quick tricks and tips to prevent your pool systems and your irrigation systems from freezing and causing you thousands of dollars. You could do these on your own, or you can call our company and we'd be glad to help you out. I'm Chad Curry, owner and president of CLC Landscaping here based out of Central Texas. Here is the main pool pump. Many of you have a standard pool pump that ideally, if you built a pool, especially during COVID in the last 10 to 20 years, your new variable speed pumps typically have a freeze prevention on them. The pump should run as long as you have power. If that pump is running, you're typically protected. You want to keep that water flowing. You cannot do the same with your irrigation system. So then we have over here what's called a backflow prevention system. This backflow preventer, I can't talk today, is what is preventing any water from going back into potable water sources to your neighbors and throughout your community. This is very susceptible to freezing. When we have a quick freeze, it's not the end of the world. You know, the overnight freeze where we're back in the 60s, just like we do in Texas, that's not as big of a concern. It's when we have freezes like the ones coming up in the next week that causes us a lot of headaches. It can cost you thousands of dollars potentially. There's almost no company in our area that is equipped to blow out your system. You're going to hear that a lot. That's just not something that we Texans do, not down here in Central Texas. And you have to have a system that's prepared for it. Being able to have a quick connect and blow the system out, that's what you need. We typically don't have that. We don't offer that service. However, we have a couple services will come out, properly shut down the system, trying to minimize the amount of water that sits in your pipes. There will be some water, but as we all know, water expands when it freezes. And what we're trying to do is allow that water to have enough room to expand in your pipes. When the ground temperature gets to freezing, that's when we run into problems. There's almost nothing you can do without removing all that water. And if your system isn't set up to blow it out anyways, unfortunately, we just have to give you a fighting chance. And that's what we're trying to do here today. So your backflow preventer, the easiest way to do it, and I have another video, I'll link that in the description below, but there's another video that discusses how to shut off your system. It's as simple as go to your main backflow preventer, turn off the valve as your system's running. Yes, as your system is on. Turn your system on, have your irrigation running, your sprinkler system running, go over to your backflow preventer and shut it off. What that does, it allows that valve to slowly, because the water is what holds that valve open. And so once that water is no longer pressurized because you've shut it off to the main system, it allows it to flush out. This is not a fix-all guaranteed solution, but it gives you a fighting chance. The fighting chance fix solution, which also comes with our freeze text prevention guarantee, is going to be removal of your backflow. So all new backflows that we install in the last 3.5 months we started doing this, we had add a quick connect base at the bottom of your backflow preventer for the ones that come out of the ground. Your double checks, the ones that are in the ground, aren't as big of a concern. You still need to shut them off, and I would suggest taking some towels, pile them down in there, making sure that it's nice and warm. It is going to stay a little bit warmer because, again, this is Texas. We're probably going to see an average ground temperature around the 30s. So at the end of the day, the above ground systems are most susceptible. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you wrap that with towels, wrap that with thermal tape. But our removal service, we will actually come out, do a proper shutdown of your system, and then we will also cut your backflow, put the quick connects on, share a video showing how to actually reinstall it yourself. If you're not comfortable doing that, you can have us come out. It's a small cost, I think, of $69 that just has our guys come out. We'll attach it and turn it back on properly. Now, if you do it yourself, this is where the quick connects are also nice, because we're going to hand you that backflow and you're going to take it inside, tuck it in nice and tight and make sure it's nice and warm, and you're not going to have to worry about it. And this is a $600 piece of equipment. This is the most expensive aspect of your irrigation, the single most expensive piece of equipment on your irrigation system. And this is where during the snowpocalypse, which we all remember, cost people thousands, and they were on back order because there's so many that we couldn't get. It was one of those where the above ground solutions like the one back there, which there's also another link in this video that you'll be able to see, that if you're not sure what backflow you have, either call our team at CLC at 830-515-2002 or click that link. It shows you a couple of examples and you can select which one's yours. But essentially, These give us a lot of problems, and these RPZs, the one that sticks out of the ground, can be upwards of $500. So they're pretty expensive, and that is installed and replaced. But so for us, for that cost of I think it's just under $200, will come out, put the quick connects on it, make sure you have the upgraded pipe, make sure you have a ball valve that allows you to turn it off. Some don't even come with that. That should be standard. And this would allow you to be able to remove that, take it in, tuck it in, keep it warm. And so again, 200 one time or 600 every year, you're gonna have to think about this. And you might have to think about it twice. Well, I mean, we're hoping to get snow now, but who knows? We might get another freeze in a couple more weeks. So this makes it simple. This is why we're trying to do our best to help prepare everybody for it. So there's gonna be a lot of people that don't take this opportunity to prepare. People don't believe it's coming because it is Texas, but I promise you it's coming. Something we pay attention a lot to because we try to keep our guys really, really busy. And even in the winter, so we pay attention to the weather. It's gonna get cold. I can't promise any snow. I'm not a weatherman, but I can assure you it will be cold, and this will cause problems with irrigation. There's nothing that's going to guarantee your pipes from freezing. There's really nothing you can do, but pipes are relatively inexpensive fix. We charge $135 and $115 for any existing clients or current clients. I'm sorry, that's an hour for general repairs. So if you find that you need some help after it, make sure you know where your shutoff is. It's typically by your meter or by your backflow. Know where to shut it off. So if you do have a major leak, you're not costing yourself thousands in water. And yeah, we wish you the best. Keep those dogs warm. Make sure you hire a licensed irrigator if you're going to have anybody do any work. We are licensed by the state of Texas, and we have 2 other licensed irrigators on staff. It's just, we've gone through the training. We know the codes, the regulations. And when you're dealing with backflow water, it's not just about you, it's about the entire community. This prevents the water from going into your system, back out of your system, and into somebody else's mouth. We don't want that. So stay safe, stay warm, keep your dogs nice and close. Keep your kids close too. You know, I love mine also. But let's stay warm, be prepared. Thanks.